ஆழ்வார் எம்பெருமானார் ஜீயர் திருவடிகளே சரணம். ஜீயர் திருவடிகளே சரணம். Today marks the commencement of ஐப்பசி திருமூலம் மகோத்சவம். ஐப்பசி திருமூலம் is the birth star of maNavALa மாமுனிகள். maNavALa மாமுனிகள் is one of the greatest acharyas of our guruparamparai. He is well known as the acharya of Periya Perumal, Sri Ranganatha himself. He is also known as having great attachment towards Emberumanar, our Ramanuja. We will see his charitram and his vaibhavam, that is his glories, in short now. His glories are endless, and it is impossible for anyone to comprehend it and explain it in any given time. Yet, at this auspicious time, let us try to remember his glories a little bit. He was born in Alvar Tirunagari Divyadesham as the son of Tigalakkidandan Tirunavirudaya Piran and Sri Ranganachiyar couple. Alvar Tirunagari is a beautiful Divyadesham which is known as Ubaya Pradhana Kshetram. That is, in this Divyadesham, both Perumal, Adinatha Perumal, and Nammalvar have equal importance. It is also the abode where Ramanujacharya's divine deity appeared long before his physical appearance in this world. By the grace of Nammalvar, when Madhurkavi Alvar prayed for a vigraham of Nammalvar, Nammalvar instructs Madhurkavi Alvar to boil the water of Tamirabarani river, and from that first comes Bhavishyadacharya Vigraham, which is the Vigraham Tirumeni of Ramanujacharya, who is to appear 4000 years later. Subsequently, on the orders of Nammalvar, Madhurkavi Alvar boils the Tamirabarani water again, and another divine deity, Vigraham, comes out of the water, which is that of Nammalvar. Both these Tirumenis, deities, are still worshipped in Alvar Tirunagari. In such glorious town, maNavALa மாமுனிகள் appeared. When he was born, he was named as Alagiya maNavALa Perumal Nayanar, or Alagiya maNavALa Perumal in short. He left to his maternal grandfather's place when he was very young, that is, when he was a toddler, and he studied in his maternal grandfather's place, which was in a town named Shikil Kidaram. He learnt Samanya Shastram and he performed Veda Adhyayanam there in Shikil Kidaram under the guidance of his father. After some time, he hears about the presence of a great Acharya, Thiruvaimozhi Pillai, in Alvar Tirunagari, who is coming in the lineage of our Sri Vaishnava Parampara and was the leader of our Sampradayam after Pillai Lokacharya. Thiruvaimozhi Pillai had great attachment towards Nammalvar. After the hard times of Mughal invasion, when Nammalvar was carried to Kerala region, it was Thiruvaimozhi Pillai who brought Nammalvar back to Alvar Tirunagari, reconstructed the temple, reinstated the temple norms, and also built a separate temple for Bhavishyadacharya Ramanujar in Alvar Tirunagari, and he was leading the Sampradayam from there. He had great attachment towards Nammalvar and Thiruvaimozhi, because of which he became to be called as Thiruvaimozhi Pillai. His original name was Sri Shailesha Tirumalai Alvar. Hearing about Thiruvaimozhi Pillai's glories, maNavALa mAmunigal returns back to Alvar Tirunagari, accepts Thiruvaimozhi Pillai as his Acharya, and under the orders of Thiruvaimozhi Pillai, he performs Thiruvaradhanam to Ramanujar in Bhavishyadacharyan Sannidhi. maNavALa mAmunigal becomes very famous soon due to his deep understanding of Samskrita Vedam, Shastram, and Divya Prabandham. He becomes an expert in Thiruvaimozhi based on what he learned from Thiruvaimozhi Pillai. He also shows great attachment towards Ramanuja and becomes to be called as Yatindra Pravana. Yati means mendicant or sannyasi. Yatindra means king of such sannyasis, which is Ramanuja. Pravana means one who has attachment towards such Yatindra in this case. So maNavALa mAmunigal, or at that time he was Adigamanavazha Perumal Nayanar, becomes to be called as Yatindra Pravana for his great attachment towards Ramanuja. At this juncture, a great Sri Vaishnava named Azhagiyavaradhar, who was born in Vanamamalai, Divyadesham, arrives at Alvar Tirunagari, becomes greatly attached to Adigamanavazha Perumal Nayanar, and under the orders of Thiruvaimozhi Pillai becomes a Sishya of Adigamanavazha Perumal Nayanar. Soon after, he wants to dedicate himself for his Acharya, and hence he accepts Sannyasa Ashrama. Right from Brahmacharya, he goes directly to Sannyasa Ashrama and continues to serve Adigamanavazha Perumal without ever separating from him. Thiruvaimozhi Pillai decides to leave this world and to ascend to Paramapadam to continue his eternal service to Bhagavan in Paramapadam, and orders mAnaVALa mAmunigal to be fully focused on Thiruvaimozhi Pillai. Thiruvaimozhi. mAnaVALa mAmunigal accepts his Acharya's order. Thiruvaimozhi Pillai also tells mAnaVALa mAmunigal to go to Sri Rangam and spread our Sampradayam to great heights. Giving all these instructions, Thiruvaimozhi Pillai ascends to Parampadam. Azhagya mAnaVALa Perumal completes all the Charama Kainkaryams for his Acharya, and then soon he leaves to Sri Rangam. In Sri Rangam, Azhagya mAnaVALa Perumal was welcomed by Periya Perumal, all the Archakas, Kainkaryaparas, and the great Acharyas welcome Azhagya mAnaVALa Perumal with great enthusiasm. Periya Perumal orders Azhagya mAnaVALa Perumal to remain in Sri Rangam and spread the Sampradayam and lead this Sampradayam. He starts reforming the temple in Sri Rangam. We have to remember that Sri Rangam went through lots of calamity and disaster during the Islamic invasion. Many people lost their lives. Many granthams were destroyed. Many people left Sri Rangam. So it was in a chaotic state. Azhagya mAnaVALa Perumal patiently starts reforming all the norms, re-establishing the temple Kainkaryams, bringing back all the Acharyas who had left Sri Rangam and giving their honors back to them, re-establishing their honors to them. And most importantly, he also starts searching for all the lost granthams and himself documents as much as possible. In the course of time, he, along with his disciple Azhagya who became a sannyasi, who also was named by Azhagya mAnaVALa Perumal himself as Ponnadikal Jiyar. Both of them travelled to Tirumala Tirupati, where they were greatly welcomed by Thiruvenkadamudayan and all the Kainkaryaparas there. And then he returns to Sri Rangam. He visits many Divyadeshams during his travel and performs Mangala Shasanam to Emberman in those Divyadeshams. Occasionally, Azhagya mAnaVALa Perumal's routine Kainkaryam got disturbed due to hearing about Ashaucham, which is considered as contamination during deaths in family. To be relieved of all those disturbances and to fully focus on our Sampradaya Pracharam, Azhagya mAnaVALa Perumal decides to take up sannyasa ashramam. He requests in front of Periya Perumal permission to do so, and under the guidance of Shatakopa Jiyar, who is incidentally a Jiyar from Alvar Tirunagari Bhavishyadacharyan Sannidhi associated mutt, and Periya Perumal gives him the name Alagiya manavala mAmunigal without changing his original name. Thus he becomes to be called manavala mAmunigal from this time onwards. manavala mAmunigal, living in Srirangam, explains the intricate meanings of our Sampradayam to many followers there. Hearing about his greatness, many acharyas from various Divyadeshams come and take shelter at his lotus feet. Koyil Annan, Irimbi Appa, Prativati Bhayankaram Annan, Tiruvenkada Jiyar, Paravastu Patrabiran Jiyar, Appillar, Appillai, and many others like them come and take shelter of manavala mAmunigal. He is greatly glorified as Yati Punaravataram, which means a reincarnation of Ramanuja himself, which implies that he is also an incarnation of Adishesha, who is the confident servitor of Sriman Narayana. He had great attachment towards Tiruvaimozhi, and he was always meditating upon the Idu Mahavyakyanam of Nampillai for Tiruvaimozhi in his mind. His lips will always be chanting Dvaya Mahamantram, and in his mind he will always be remembering the full commentary of Tiruvaimozhi. Tiruvaimozhi is explained as the explanation or elaboration of Dvaya Mahamantram. So he was always engaged in reciting the Dvaya Mahamantram and meditating upon the meanings of it. One of his greatest qualities or glories is being the Acharya of Periya Perumal himself. Sriman Narayana, who is Periya Perumal, Sri Ranganatha, had several acharyas in the past. During his incarnation as Sri Rama, he had Vashishta, Vishwamitra as his acharyas. During his incarnation as Krishna, he had Sandipani as his acharya. Yet he was not satisfied with those personalities, and he was seeking for someone who is completely perfect in having the qualities of an acharya. And rightly he thought about manavala mAmunigal being such qualified acharya and desiring to become a Sishya of such manavala mAmunigal. He once, during the completion of a Pavitrotsavam in Srirangam, orders manavala mAmunigal to to come in front of him. And when he arrives, Emberman orders him to explain the deep meanings of Thiruvaimozhi, which is called as Bhagavad Vishayam, in front of him for a whole year. And he orders to stop all the Utsavams during this time in Srirangam, and he allocates this full time for just hearing blissfully to the meanings of Thiruvaimozhi. Taking up that order with great humility, on the next day itself, mAmunigal commences his lecture series. He explains the meanings of Thiruvaimozhi along with the help of the commentaries, mainly Edu Mahavyakhyanam of Nambillai and the other commentaries for Thiruvaimozhi. He explains the pasurams and the meanings in context of Vedam, Vedantam, Divya Prabandham, commentaries of Divya Prabandham, Sri Bhashyam of Ramanujacharya, and other Itihasams, Puranams, Pancharatra Agamam. He puts everything together and explains the meanings of the pasurams with all of these in context. It was a magnificent series of lectures which eventually comes to an end on Ani month Tirumulam on the following year. On this auspicious day of Ani Tirumulam, when the completion of the lecture series happens, Periya Perumal Ranganatha assumes the form of a small boy, suddenly appears in front of mAmunigal, and he recites this wonderful Taniyan, Sri Shailesha Dayapatram Di Bhaktyadi Gunarnavam Yatindra Pravanam Bande Ramya Jamataram Munim. He glorifies mAmunigal as the placeholder of the compassion of Sri Shailesha, as the one who has a notion of knowledge, devotion, detachment, etc., as one who is greatly attached towards Yatindra, and Emberman worships such mAmunigal by saying Bande Ramya Jamatara Munim. I worship this Ramya Jamatara Muni. While this Taniyan was recited by Emberman here, the same Taniyan was also sent to many other places, and Emberman also sends a note, an order through Vishwaksena, Sene Mudaliya, to all the Divideshams that this Taniyan is recited both at the beginning of and at the end of Divya Prabandham recitals. He also offers his Shesha Pariyankam, the Adishesha throne which he sits on, to mAmunigal at this juncture. By doing all of these, he fulfilled the important responsibilities of a Sishya towards an Acharya. It is said that a Shishya should patiently listen all the principles from his Acharya. So, Emberuman, Periya Perumal, Namberumal, listen to the detailed commentaries of Thiruvaimozhi from the divine mouth of maNavALa mAmunigal, fulfilling that responsibility. It is also said that a Shishya should glorify the Acharya and spread his glories all over the world. So Periya Perumal submitted this Taniyan and made that Taniyan to be heard everywhere, in every Divyadesham, at all times. It is also said that a disciple should offer his costly or most valuable belongings to his Acharya. So Periya Perumal offered his Shesha Pariyankam, Adi Shesha throne, to maNavALa mAmunigal, which is why we see maNavALa mAmunigal seated on an Adi Shesha throne everywhere. Finally, it is said that a Shishya should carry his Acharya's name as his own identity. Just like we all say Adiyan Ramanujasan, we identify ourselves as a disciple of Ramanuja. Periya Perumal, who is already known as Azhiya Manavalan, made sure that maNavALa mAmunigal had Azhiya ManavaLa Perumal as the name during his birth and also during his acceptance of Sannyasashramam. His name was changed to be Azhiya maNavALa mAmunigal. In this way, Emberuman ensured that his name is lined up with maNavALa mAmunigal's name, his Acharya's name. Such is the glories of maNavALa mAmunigal. He was an epitome of compassion, never spoke any harsh words, worked for the upliftment of all, accepted as the Acharya by Emberuman himself. In his Upadesha Ratinamalai, he mentioned, தன் ஆரியனுக்கு தான் அடிமை செய்வது அவன் இந்நாடு தன்னில் இருக்கும் நாள். That is, one should serve one's Acharya when the Acharya is in this world, without ever separating from the Acharya. So, maNavALa mAmunigal lived with his Acharya Thiruvaimozhi Pillai until Thiruvaimozhi Pillai was in this world, and once he left to Parampadam, maNavALa mAmunigal carried out the orders of his Acharya. He had great attachment towards Ramanuja. He sang Yatiraja Vimshati as his first Prabandham, beautiful collection of Samskrita shlokams on Ramanuja, and he also submitted Arti Prabandham, which is a collection of Tamil Pasurams, again on Ramanuja. He compiled many wonderful granthams, some Sanskritam granthams, some Tamil granthams. Yatiraja Vimshati, Devaraja Mangalam are Samskrita Prabandhams. Upadesha Ratinamalai, Thiruvaimozhi Nutrandadi, Arti Prabandham are his Tamil works. He wrote commentaries for Ramanasa Nutrandadi and the portion of Periyalvar Tirumozhi which was lost. He also wrote detailed commentaries for Rahasya Granthams such as Mumukshupadi, Tattvatrayam, Sri Vashanabhushanam and Acharya Hridayam. And he also collected the references of shlokams from Puranams, Itihasams, etc. in Idu Vyakyanam and few other granthams. At some point in the future, we will look at his literary contributions in more detail. Thus, we have seen the glories of maNavALa mAmunigal in a brief manner. His Utsavam is starting today. In many Divyadeshams, his Utsavam, Trinakshatra Utsavam, will be celebrated in a grand manner. Let us all find out in our nearby locations if there is any Divyadesham or any mutt or any temple where his Utsavam is celebrated, and try to attend them and immerse in enjoying his glories. Let us meditate upon his divine feet and worship him. ஆழ்வார் எம்பெருமானார் ஜீயர் திருவடிகளே சரணம், ஜீயர் திருவடிகளே சரணம்.
Please download our Koil KOYIL app from Google Play Store or Apple App Store to listen to or download Upanyasams like these. Our website portal is koyil.org, koil.org.